Before we dive in today, I want to sit back and I want to ask you something that might sting a tad bit. See, I want to ask you, how many hours did you spend creating your last podcast episode? Now, if you are a beginner and you've created your first podcast episode, answer that question. How many hours did you spend creating your podcast episode? And I'm not talking about the recording just of the podcast. I'm talking about total time. I'm talking about the research and the recording, the editing, the show notes. See, that whole thing is what you call the entire 9 yards. So again, the question is, how long or how many hours did you spend creating your podcast episode? Now, got the number in your head? Cool. Let's rock out. Now, here's the follow-up question that I wanted to ask you. Now, this might make you cringe just a tiny bit, just a little bit, a smidget, somewhat. How many minutes did you spend promoting that podcast episode? Don't worry, I'll wait. See, we can record all we want, but how the hell do we get eyes on our episode if we're not promoting? See, if you're like the other 87% of podcasters that has been surveyed in this world today, you spent somewhat between 5 to 15 hours creating that perfect episode that you claim is perfect episode in less than 30 minutes per month. And then you wonder why your numbers from your downloads aren't growing. Well, don't worry about that. Today, you know what we're going to do. I'm going to share the exact system, because everything that deals with podcasting, everything that deals with your solopreneur business, everything that deals with content creation is a system. Now, this one helped one of my coaching clients go from 200 downloads per episode to roughly about 5K, maybe more, per episode in 90 days. And it had nothing to do with creating better content. In fact, they didn't even change their content at all. Let's rock.
Welcome to the Solopreneurs Chronicles podcast, the show where solopreneurs like you learn how to ignite, ascend, and empower a one-person business that works for you, not the other way around. Each week, your host, Anthony Porter, will bring you actionable strategies, real-life stories, and expert insights to help you attract clients, create consistent content, and turn your passion into profit. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, this is your go-to resource for making big things happen on your own terms. If you're ready to ditch the overwhelm and build a business that fits your life, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Let's dive in.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the Solopreneur Chronicles. I am your host, Mr. Anthony Porter. You know what it is. And this is that show where we cut through all the noise and give you that real, actionable strategies to build your audience, grow your influence, create a business and a lifestyle you actually want to live. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. We are one big happy family over at the Solopreneur Chronicles. We try to make sure that everyone is successful in their podcasting game. We try to make sure everyone is successful in their entrepreneur journey. But what you got to do in order for you to stay successful or get successful is you got to make sure you hit that follow button so you don't miss these gems that get dropped every Monday at 6 a.m. So you don't miss them strategies that make you go, And if you've been with us for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what's coming. We're about to put that scuba gear on and dive deep into some game-changing strategies that most podcasters, content creators, or coaches, they ignore. They really take the time to ignore something. And it's funny that they ignore this. All right. So today we're going to tackle one of the biggest frustrations I hear podcasters say. YouTubers, content creators across the world, across the board. I can't grow my audience. Now that sounds familiar because in one point in time, that was me. That was me. I start YouTube channels and Instagram channels just to see what I could do. This particular channel now that I haven't been really pushing because I've been busy, and that's no excuse. But today we're going to help you identify your problem and give you a solution. See, we're going to do the problem identification. So the very first thing we're going to discuss is, what is the freaking problem? Well, let's talk about it. See, here's what's happening in the content economy right now. And this might feel like a personal attack, but stick with me because the solution is coming. So you're spending hours upon hours crafting the perfect episode. Now, if you follow me, you would know I talked about crafting the perfect episode a couple of episodes ago, right? You're researching, you're scripting. Man, you are recording multiple takes to get this thing right. After you record it, what do you do next? If you're a solopreneur, you edit it yourself. You're creating show notes. You're uploading to your hosting platform. You're scheduling small amounts of social media posts. You're doing all the work. But then there's one thing that keeps you stagnated. You hear them crickets. Your download numbers just stuck in the mud. Your social media isn't growing. Man, you're getting the same 200, 500, 1,000 downloads per episode. And it's been more than a couple months. Your number should be up. Really, it should be up. But you're not doing your part. Now, some of y'all might be doing this for years, but you're just not doing what you need to do. So what do you do? The question has always been asked, what do you do? You think the problem is your content? No, it's not. Maybe I need to get guests. No, stick with your format. Maybe my topics are not interesting enough, and that's BS. But here's the one that gets me for everything. Maybe I need better equipment. Nope. Maybe I should start over with a different niche. Nope. The brutal truth to this is what I'm about to tell you. Your content ain't the damn problem. See, I've sat back and watched millions of episodes. Like, for real. I'm allowed to, in my job, I'm allowed, to sit back and, I listen to Amy Porterfield and Pat Flynn, Nehemiah Davis, Social Proof Network, a couple other podcasts. What I've done is I've gone back to the beginning when they first started. And I'm checking their content out. I analyze this. Now, what separates them from you, the shows that have like those, those major numbers, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 downloads of the episodes, it's not the content, not terrible audio. It's not a boring host. The difference is the promotion. The difference is distribution. The difference is treating your content like a business asset instead of creative hobby. You gotta think about it. Ponder that for a minute. Just take and ponder that. You're making a podcast. You have a niche, and that niche is able to reach everybody that you need to reach, but you're stagnant. Why? You don't have the promotion to take care of it, and it doesn't have to be paid promotion, man. You gotta know how to figure that out so you can get this organic traffic. Now, let's move on to the next. The next part of this puzzle is the reality check. Now, if you are Picasso and you paint a picture of what podcasters do, and now maybe this is you. I'm telling you, maybe this is you. Monday, you record your episode. Maybe you batch record a few episodes, to really stay organized. Tuesday through Thursday, you edit, create show notes, maybe design some simple social media graphics, Try to have a little spot time in between. Friday, you set for publishing. You publish your episode, post once on Instagram with basic graphics. Maybe you show it in your stories. Maybe you do a reel. I don't know. But here's where a lot of people, they want to, Saturday and Sunday, they roll their shoulders back, pat themselves on the back because you consistently upload an episode each week. What you haven't done is promote that episode the way it should be promoted. Now, if that sounds like you, raise your hand. I can't see you, but raise your hand. Or if that sounds like you, say it's me, man. Take accountability. You are essentially playing the game to put all your effort into creating this game piece and then roll the dice once and hope you strike it big. It's like gambling. You feel like you got the odds in your favor, but either you crap out or you get on the slots and lose all your all your bread. Think about that. But here's what successful creators do differently. And this is where, remember that client I talked about? This is what they did to get their breakthrough. Started treating everything like it was a business. That single piece of content, it was just like it was a launch every single week, a product. Every time they would launch an episode, it was a product. So by the time they recorded, edited, scheduled it, but in between time, they was making promotional material. So you got to look at, you have to look at this. Check this out. Check this out. As a consumer, and I'm going to use my E40 voice for shiggity. As a consumer, when an album is about to drop, a concert's about to be put on, a new piece of athletic wear is about to come out, Jordan, LeBron's, Anthony Edwards. Back in the day for me, it was the AIs, the Barclays, the Dion's. Nike had a commercial on TV every single hour, if not two. When Apple's about to drop their brand new iPhone, Apple will let you know before they even put it in this. Man, listen, when the iPhone 15 Pro Max came out, I had the 11. Now, I don't went past the other 12, the 13, and the 14. At that time, I didn't. No. But here's the kicker. When it came out, it was told that it was coming out right after Thanksgiving. They told us that in January of the year that the 15 came out. And then every month, they would switch it up. See, in January, they say, hey, yo, check this out. iPhone 15. Drop it. Black Friday. Now, that wasn't the exact date, but I'm just giving you the example, right? And then all of a sudden, February came. And they hit you with that Valentine's promotion. You and your sweetheart will look great. Matching. iPhone 15 Pro Max. March hit. What you think they did in March? They hit you with that Irish. Hello, mateys. Chug a pint together and run out and get your eye. Listen, man. Every month, they use what they knew. Promotion was off the chain. When September hit, pre-sales was out the door. You had to wait till January of next year if you didn't get your pre-sale order. And they hit you with this, but this was most important right here. They only offer so many pre-sales. But they created different versions of their commercials, the advertisement, to touch every single aspect of the world. Nike did the same thing. The Jordans were coming out. You couldn't turn your TV on without seeing Spike and Mike. You just couldn't. It wasn't happening. All right. So you got to treat your podcast episode like it's an asset, not a piece of content. It's the foundation. You need to have 10 to 15 different promotional contents just to help your podcast grow. And that's being real. You got to have 10 to 15. I'm telling you. So what's the solution? What's the solution for this? Well, solution number one is this. When you talk about getting to the root of the problem, the meat and potatoes, solution number one is what we call content multiplication systems. And this is where most creators are leaving 90% of the potential reach on the table. See, every single podcast episode you create should turn into a 5 to 10 minute micro content piece. Notice I said minimum. That's minimum. If I didn't say it, that's what I meant. Minimum 5 to 10. My content, because I use Opus Clip when I record my video content, it turns into almost 15 to 20, if not more, for every single episode. So I upload mine to Opus Clip after I edited it in DaVinci Resolve and recorded it in Riverside. Now, I can edit it in Riverside, but it's just something about me because I went to school for audio visual, and I like the platform on Riverside, but I'm used to that platform on DaVinci. So here's what you got to do. Audio content. Create 3 to 4 audiograms with the best quality quotes and insights for each of your episodes, right? Pull 2 or 3 standalone audio clips and then post them on like Twitter and Clubhouse. Clubhouse is still around, but you don't hear about it too much. And then create 60 to 90 second episode teasers. All right, that's the audio. Now, the visual part is you want to design 2 to 3 quote graphics of your best one-liners. Create carousel posts that breaks down your main points so you can post them on like Instagram and LinkedIn. Design infographics summarizing key takeaways. And then create behind the scenes content showing your recording setup, things you do. Now, I don't have them on today, but the meta glasses that are out, shout out to Ray-Ban, I usually record myself while recording my episode. Yeah. You just want to be able to do that. All right. Now, the video content, record yourself delivering 2 or 3 of your best insights for your episode in short form video. You know where these is going. Reels, stories, TikToks, short form, right? Create a reaction video to your own episode. Sounds weird, but it works. Film yourself explaining why someone should listen to a particular episode. And then if you are a writer, write you some content, man. Get you a blog post, newsletter. Create some tweets. 5 to 7 of them work perfectly. But then you can also write a perfect, detailed main topic for LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a great place to do some written content for your podcast. Man, it's dangerous over there. But sometimes you got to fight with danger, right? Now, here's the key that most people, and I'm talking most, you don't just create the content and post it once. You have to have a distribution schedule. So tools that I use, of course, is Go High Level. Go High Level is an all-in-one platform, and a lot of people are sleeping on Go High Level. Everybody they want you to join their CRM. Listen, I'm going to give y'all a nugget, okay? If you're a coach, if you're a creator, and you have people that you can help out, and you need a CRM to handle your business, why not join somebody else's affiliate link? See, a lot of people don't understand. Or here's the best one. Let me say this. Here's the best one. People will tell you all they want you to do is join their affiliate link so they can make a little money off of you. But here's what I need you to do. Click the link below. You just said the exact same thing. But again, the key to this whole situation is this, y'all. If you join somebody's affiliate link, they don't get the money that they don't get all the money that you pay out for having that CRM. Here's what they do. Y'all ready? You ready for this, Jim? Their affiliate link pays for their subscription. For those who can't see me, I just took a step back like Mike. If y'all have never seen the recording of Kevin Garnett talking about when they was going at Mike and he was standing back on that back leg with that serious look like, yeah, young fella, yeah, you good, young fella? Yeah. That's the look I just gave. Because you have to listen to what I said. Let me repeat that to you so you'll understand. They use the affiliate link. They get people in so they can teach them. They tell them, hey, you run your CRM, here's how you do it. Let's set that up for you. Okay. Kicker. When they set that CRM up and you start paying monthly, 40% goes to them. 5% goes to the person who they follow in the beginning because they're getting 40% from them. All right. I know it sounds confusing, but let me help you out. Say you use the Go High Level $97 plan. All right. While I'm standing here, I'm gonna pull out this trusty, dusty phone, and we're gonna say to the calculator we go. And I know I'm straining this out, but I need you to understand we give you the value over here at Solopreneur Chronicles. All right. So you got this $97 plan a month, right? You can multiply that by 40%. So they getting $38. Now imagine they just want to have 4 or 5 people. So if they get 5 people, $38.85 was the total, I think. That's $194. Guess what they made a profit of? They made a profit because they got 5 people. Their cost is $97. So they made $97. They paid for their subscription. And they pocketed $97. Now, that's just with 5. Now, what if they get up to 10? What if they get up to 15? I'm in a community right now. They charging $147 for the CRM. They got 16,000 people. I don't know if 16,000 is using the CRM, but I know they got 16.6K in this group. I check the metrics every day. So you have to understand there's ways to continue. What is it called? What are you doing with your podcast? Is that monetizing? Stop being cheap and invest in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, you not only invested in yourself, you invested in other people. When you invest in these other people, It comes back because somewhere down the line, you're going to start teaching. Trust me. I'm one of those. Now, back to the content. Like I said, if you got your reading content, LinkedIn is one. And I know I just jumped straight back to that, but that's how it is. Listen, we don't script. I take notes, write them down, but we'll jump around. But everything that we talk about is point on dealing with podcasting, content creation, coaches, everything that you need to have. But here's one thing that I do want to say. Most people will miss this. You don't create content and post it once. We talked about that, right? All right, so check this out. I'm going to give you this quick schedule. See, week 1 is your launch week. Post your main promotional content. Week 2 and 3, share micro content pieces. And then week 4, reshare some of your best performing pieces 1 month into the whole thing. So if you got 4 episodes, you're going to do this like 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. You're going to do this multiple times. Cycle back through with your content. Now, let's talk about this. SEO solutions for optimization. This is number 2, something that you don't understand. 95% of podcasters completely ignore the fact that, and it's costing them thousands of dollars and potential listeners every single month. Your episode titles are probably terrible. I'm sorry, but it's just got to be said. Another tool that I use is Video IQ. Shout out to the people over Video IQ, because when I post one and I go to Video IQ and I look at that and they tell me the episode title's terrible, click it, AI will come through. Oh, this is nice. Boom, turn around, the views go up. Okay. A friend of mine, his podcast is called Chat with Will. Who the fuck is Will? What we gonna learn from you, Will? And why the hell should we care what you talking about? See, that's the whole thing that you got to understand. So that doesn't tell you anything. Don't do that. He started that way. He fixed it. All right. He's a DJ. He's teaching people how to DJ. So some marketing tips for small business. There are over 10,000 pieces of content that will have the exact title. How do you differ? How do you fix that? Number 1, do some keyword research. Instead of marketing for small business, you will find that people are searching for how to market a small business with no budget. All right, number 2, title optimization. Your title should include a target keyword. Bad titles go like this. Social media tips. Good titles go like this. How I grew my Instagram from 500 to 50K followers in 6 months without buying followers. Major difference. You would click on that because I did. All right. Bad title, interview with John Smith. Good title, from bankrupt to $2 million AAR, the comeback story of every entrepreneur that every entrepreneur needs to have. Now, number 3, optimization of your description. Your episode should have the show notes. It should have the titles. It should have the hook, what you're going to learn, keywords, and a call to action. And that's how you get around in the description. Use your show notes. And then you can take those same show notes and do number 4 for SEO. Create a blog post. Make some bullet points with them things. All right? Get your newsletter done. So you gotta know how to monetize. I'm telling you. You gotta know how to monetize. Now, solution number 3. You gotta learn how to leverage and collaborate. See, we're going to touch on this, but we're not going to really dive deep into it. See, when you use leverage and collaborations, basically what you're doing is, excuse me, basically what you're doing is this. If you interview somebody, you can take the interview clips through Riverside and post them to your social media and post them to their social media. So you're leveraging their social media as well as your own social media with this collaboration, right? And it works both ways. So once you do that, now their followers become your followers if they feel like the content is worthy of following. They're going to follow their interview because it's the person that they follow already. That's one of the main things that, we needed to really touch on. And so when you're doing that, make sure that you do some community promotion. Submit your show to podcast directories, especially for like Apple, Spotify. Make sure you have like Podchaser on deck, Listen Notes, Good Pods. These are niche directories, all right? You can join some Facebook groups, some LinkedIn groups, some Reddit communities. You can do all of this, man. You just have to, listen, treat this as a job and not a freaking hobby. That's what you got to do. All right. And that's what I've been doing. I've been amping up my promotion a little bit more. But for me, shout out to Opus Clip, shout out to Video IQ, shout out to Riverside.fm, and definitely shout out to my hosting platform, Red Circle. All right. Now, I covered a lot today. I know some of y'all feeling a little overwhelmed. That's normal. The key is not to try to do everything at once. Don't try to implement it at once. Take your time. This is a marathon, not a sprint. All right. Here's what I do know right now. Pick one of these strategies and commit to it for 30 days. In the next 30 days, do the next strategy. Then the next 30 days, do the other strategy. All right. Now, if you're new, focus on the content multiplication system. Take your next episode, create 5 pieces of micro content from it, schedule them out over 2 weeks, and see what happens. I did that. With Opus Clip, I truly did that. Man, y'all not going to believe it, but I did it. Here's what's crazy, and here's why I say this shit works. In January of 2025, I had 0 engagement on my YouTube channel. I had maybe 3 followers. All right? 3. That's it. 3. What I did next is I joined Video IQ, and then I joined Opus Clip. January, 0. As of last week, one of the texts from Video IQ emailed me, "Hey, Anthony, you have 70,000 views on the videos you have uploaded from Opus Clip to YouTube, Instagram." And Video IQ only tracks like Instagram. So can you imagine I'm uploading these videos to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All right. So remember, you want to do that. Follow me at I am Anthony Porter. Also, follow the Solopreneur Chronicles PC on Instagram. We share them weekly growth tips. We get you ready. We're going to get you some behind the scenes. Coming in July, the Legacy Builders Network. I went to try one platform and didn't like it. Tried another platform and didn't care for that. I found one. I'm building. I'm just finalizing. And don't forget to go check us out over at solopreneurchroniclespodcast.com. That's the website. Yeah, that's what we're doing, man. Right now, we're building the brand. We want you to understand that we are building a legacy over here. All right? So, tune in. Because I got something for you. Tune in. And I'm going to see y'all in the next episode, all right? Y'all take it easy. It's been great. I really do appreciate y'all. All my new people, welcome. All my old heads, thanks for coming back. And I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Keep growing, keep attracting, keep ascending, and keep monetizing. And let's become them new legacy builders. All right? Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Solopreneurs Chronicles podcast. I hope today's episode gave you the insights and inspiration you need to take the next step in your business journey. If you enjoyed the show, do me a favor, subscribe, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and share this episode with a fellow solopreneur. Your feedback means the world to me and helps us reach more people just like you. Let's thank our producers of the show, Sincere and Charlie Straughter, Rhea Cash and Theory Porter. So don't forget, for more tips, tools, and resources, subscribe to the show. So just keep building, keep growing, and I'll see you next time.